Hey everyone, James Marin here, and in this video I'm going to talk about 3 essential books for filmmakers. Now they aren't exactly film-specific books, but in a way that's sort of the point because I feel like there's a lot to learn from outside of filmmaking, and these books have been helpful to me and I think that they could be helpful to you. Now in my opinion, a lot of the job isn't just the technical ability of doing your job, but how one conducts themselves on set. In other words, it's more about the process of how we do what we do rather than how it's technically done. The first book that I recommend is called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. The first great takeaway that you can put into practice on set is the following quote. "It's not enough only to be a student at the beginning. It's a position one has to assume for life." One of the things that this book conveys is that with more success comes the risk of an inflated ego. The reason that an inflated ego is a risk to the growth of one's career is because a person starts to think that they know more than they actually do, or that they perhaps have learned everything that they need to know and they no longer need to keep learning. That frame of mind can be limiting to your growth and limiting to your ability to listen and collaborate with the people that you'll be working with. In the end, having the following mentality of I'm here to learn from everyone that is more experienced than me and everyone that's less experienced than me can only benefit you. The opposite can only hurt you. Also, knowing that you're not nearly as good as you think you are helps you be the type of person that listens to others at work and receives feedback on a genuine level rather than just brushing it off. And if you're on set, I think it just in general makes you an easier person to be around because in the end, nobody really likes an egomaniac. Overall, the book is a great reminder to just stay grounded and to check in with yourself. Here's one more parting quote from the book. "You're not as good as you think. You don't have it all figured out. Stay focused. Do better." Okay, so the second book on this list is called The Practice by Seth Godin. One of my favorite takeaways from this book is the idea of shipping the work. It's the author's way of saying forget about perfectionism, get up, do the work that you intended on doing that day without any excuses and deliver on time. So in other words, ship the work. A lot of us in the industry, including myself, want to only show the very best of what we've done. But what we think is our best is going to be different from what others think is our best. So instead of holding back on the things that you've created or the things that you intend on creating because you don't think it's good enough, don't. Showing your work, whether you think it's perfect or not, is crucial because it's how people get to know your work, it's how people could get to know you, and it's how people could connect with you. Another main takeaway of the book is the practice itself. Here's a quote that I think describes it well. "Skill is rarer than talent. Skill is earned, and skill is available to anyone who cares enough." So if the previous takeaway leans on showing your work, this takeaway is a shift towards consistently making the work. It's not about being inspired or waiting for inspiration, but rather that being consistent with your practice is more important than just waiting for inspiration. To me, this book really speaks on how anyone who cares enough about a particular craft could really excel at that craft if they just commit and show up to do the work day in and day out. Okay, so the third book on this list is probably one of the more unique ones that I've read, and it's called Give and Take by the author Adam Grant. The book demonstrates how giving to others rather than competing against them may be the secret to profound success and fulfillment. It goes into detail that's backed by research of how being someone that's generous pays off in the long term because it helps you cultivate a great reputation and helps you cultivate better relationships over time. Having both a great reputation and a great network is going to increase the number of opportunities that come your way that may have not come your way if you had a taker mentality or a what's in it for me type of mindset. Speaking for myself, I think it's rather easy to get caught up in the mentality of having to work all the time for your own personal benefit. The book is a great reminder that at some point somebody's going to need your help, and oftentimes helping others is far more rewarding than helping yourself. Okay everyone, that's it for today. This one's a little bit short and sweet because I just wanted to throw something up on the channel and sort of practice what I preach about being consistent, about doing the work and everything. So wanted to make a quick little video. I hope you liked it. Hope you guys get a lot of value out of these books. And if you do decide to purchase any of these books, be sure to check out the description below where I have some links to Amazon, so you could purchase it there. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments below some of your favorite books, any recommendations that you might have, because I'm always looking for some books to read. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.